Chad, I've decided to get back onto to college football, to play college football. However, the last two games have been really, really tough for me because I fucking crashed out in both games. We lost both games, by the way, as I'm about to show you guys. 27-35. That was the score in the first half. This guy ran legit wildcat, bum-ass, fucking bullshit offense the first 3 drives. I go in game time like, bro, I promise you can't score any other way. And he goes out and gets a fucking, I think he got a pick 6. That was retarded. Like, alright, bro. And then he got a QB draw touchdown, which, by the way, that was on me. So, I don't know. It was 35-27. I'd thrown a pick in the second half, first half, and he was already going to get the ball at the start. And I kid you not, he had 6 drives. Or 4 drives, 5 drives. And he went for 2 every single time. And got it. So, yeah, that shit was fucking annoying. Game's broke apart. But, yeah, that shit was fucking retarded.
We'll kick it off to get this game underway.
The peak fries. How's your brother?
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the...
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball.
And it's caught!
Chad, what a fucking ball. What a fucking ball.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. He's going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. Didn't have a lot of...
Dang, chat.
NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Quick toss to the right. He's loose. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Terrapins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to buy time. The throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that tackle thing.
NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Trying to run, it's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, NC State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. With the catch, it's Jackson. It's a running room. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Raiola. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Lets it fly. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I think that's an example there on the out route.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Looking left. He's got it. Got room at the 35. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the 1st quarter.
NC State 7, Maryland 0.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Running to Green. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the Terrapins pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
On a little time, lets it go. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. To the air, it's Underwood. Steps away to find some room. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Intercepted.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time he's got it.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Crosses the 45. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
What a great run there. 3rd and 1 situation, though, David. That has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
Yeah, playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability
and the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the tailback.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. No huddle here for the offense. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And the Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
To the air, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Sets up the screen. And some room to work. Turning it on. The 30. The off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And that one will put him up here in the second half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Going to swing it on second down. Pocket breaking down. This time on target. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Gets it out quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Taylor has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's got the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The give out of the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gun of the game. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From that spot on the field, you had to expect him to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick.
Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Terrapins! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. He wants a big play here late. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience